The best small phones have mostly vanished, despite the industry's best efforts. It's clear the handset doesn't have much company, as smartphone displays continue to get larger and larger. That's fine for people who like big screens, but there are precious few options for those who prefer something they can comfortably use one-handed. So in this video, we are going to discuss top 10 smallest Android phones available on Amazon. But before starting the video, be sure to smash the like button and subscribe to never miss out on any of our videos. Number 10. Zenfone 9. The Zenfone 9 is exactly what we wanted to see in a small Android phone. It packs in a ton of horsepower, thanks to its Snapdragon 8 Plus Gen 1 processor, paired with either 8GB or 16GB of RAM. The 5.9-inch AMOLED display is great with punchy colors. The cameras are generally pretty good for most purposes, though we did notice a warm yellowish tinge to some photos in our testing. Starting at $799, the Zenfone 9 is the best small Android phone around. Number 9. Google Pixel 4a. Google has officially discontinued the Pixel 4a. In fact, the OLED panel dominates the Pixel 4a's footprint, thanks to a hole-punch selfie camera design and a very slender earpiece, keeping the border encircling the screen to its absolute minimum. At a hair over 5 ounces, the Pixel 4a is also exceptionally light, owing to its polycarbonate butt quality build. It's also pretty thin. Unfortunately, the battery doesn't last quite as long on a charge as we'd like. But the Pixel 4a's other benefits, from that beautiful screen to its software and update support, impressive camera, solid performance, and low price, complement its exceptional one-handed usability well. Number 8. Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 4. As one of Samsung's foldable phones, the Z Flip 4 folds in half, turning that massive screen into a small, square puck that quite comfortably fits into a jacket pocket. An outer display will alert you to incoming notifications, meaning you only need to unfold it to its full size when you actually want to reply. Sure, it might not be the perfect solution, and with a starting price of $1,000, it's hardly cheap, but its innovative hinge design might offer you the best of both worlds. Number 7. Pixel 6a. At 6.1 inches, the Google Pixel 6a isn't exactly small, but it's still one of the smallest Android phones you can buy, undercutting the 6.3 inches of the more recent Pixel 7 and lopping a huge amount off the similarly priced 6.5-inch Samsung Galaxy A53 5G. The best Android phone under $500 in Pixel 6a review, calling out how it keeps the same tensor chip seen in the $599 Pixel 6 and many of its features. It includes 5G connectivity, solid all-round performance, and a dual camera system that can take great photos in daylight and at night. Number 6. Sony Xperia 5.4. The Sony Xperia 5.4 is a beautifully unique phone. It has a narrower and taller display than other phones thanks to its 21:9 aspect ratio. It means you can fit a lot of text on the screen in portrait orientation or watch films and TV shows in full screen when in landscape. 21:9 is used in the film industry. Its dimensions mean the phone is comfortable to hold and scroll one-handed, though you may need two to reach the top. It's also very slim, with an attractively angular utilitarian feel, which you don't find on other phones. It's a phone that feels like a tool, which is reflected in the camera system. It means this is not the best phone for point-and-shoot photography. Number 5. Xiaomi 12. If you want a small but powerful Android phone with a little more kick than 2020's Pixel 5, 2022's Xiaomi 12 is a brilliant alternative. Provided you're happy to contend with its more convoluted MIUI-based user experience, the Xiaomi 12 packs in the latest flagship chipset, great cameras, and impressive 67-watt fast charging, addressing one of the frequent shortcomings of smaller phones: weaker, shorter battery life. Size-wise, its 6.28 inches, 120 Hz Full HD AMOLED display isn't to be sniffed at either. Number 4. Moto G Fast. It's basically a repackaged Moto G Power 2020 without the same specs and price tag. The 6.4-inch display is hardly small, but feels that way thanks to the overall design. You have to accept the lower 720p resolution. The modesty extends to a lightweight Snapdragon 665 processor powering the device, which is the same chipset found in both the Moto G Power and G Stylus from 2020. The Moto G Fast is limited to 3 GB of RAM, so multitasking will reach its limits if you're actively using several apps at once. The fingerprint sensor is fairly responsive and accurate, and Android runs smoothly. The phone comes with Android 10, but you can only upgrade that until Android 11. Number 3. iPhone SE 2022. The iPhone SE 2022 carries on from its predecessor as Apple continues to support one of the smallest phones it makes. The obvious focus is on the minuscule 4.7-inch LCD panel. It's easily one of the smallest phones you can wield today, even if it is dwarfed by those gigantic bezels on the top and bottom. It's always nice when hardware and software can run this well on a device this size. The A15 Bionic chip is a steady performer, and with iOS 15 running smoothly, it's as intuitive as you'd expect an iPhone to be. The single 12 megapixels main camera takes decent shots, leveraging the processing powers of the A15 Bionic and software improvements. Number 2. Samsung Galaxy X Cover 5 Specs. The Palm phone is not just one of the smallest Android phones you can buy today. It is downright tiny. With a height of just 96.6 millimeters, the device is barely larger than a credit card. The main drawback to the Palm phone is that it's not very powerful and would probably be frustrating to use as your only smartphone. Its battery life is also known for being pretty bad. However, this list wouldn't be complete without it, and it looks pretty darn cool. The Palm phone is a conversation starter. If anything, people will enjoy the mere fact that it's so tiny it might even get lost in your pocket. Number 1. Unihertz Atom XL Specs. It's only 146.85 millimeters tall, and if it happens to look familiar, that is because it happens to follow a design very similar to a particular BlackBerry phone from a few years ago. The Unihertz Titan Slim is characterized by its physical keyboard, which is also a dying characteristic in the smartphone market, and we know many people still love. Specs include a Helio P70 octa-core chipset, 6 GB of RAM, 256 GB of storage, and a 4.2-inch HD display. This was all for today. Hope you liked the video. Do not forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Stay safe, and we will be back soon with another video.